Welcome back and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Positivity. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for leaving your comments. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And also thank you for sharing. Today I'm actually here at the stove making a quick 1-2 dinner. And I'm going to show you what I'm making. So in that small pot there, I'll be making some Goya rice and beans. Let me know in the comments how many of you enjoy this type of Goya red rice and beans. So I'll be making that. It's a small box. The water is boiling and here is the package. So I'm going to pour this into the container, which is the pot, of course. Now you got to remember that this also contains salt. You want to put enough, make sure you have enough water so that way it's not salty. So we'll pour it in like so. And then usually I don't mix the rice, but in this case, again, we want to make sure the season is all, together. So we'll just give it a quick little stir like so. All right, so there you have it. It's going to do its thing. It's going to steam over there. Now, the only thing that I need to add, usually I'll put a little bit of vegetable oil, like not even half a teaspoon, just a bit, right, to keep it nice and lubricated. So you got to watch the oil intake. But in this case, I'm going to use salted butter. You can see there's salted butter. And I'm just going to put just a small piece of salted butter, not too much. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to add that to the actual pot. There you go. And in case you're wondering why I add the butter, it's going to give it a nice taste. It's going to make the rice all blend in together. So while it's doing its thing there, I'm going to put away back this butter. And again, I'm also very cautious of, any kind of, anything that has oil. You don't want to have too much of that because it's not good for your cholesterol. So again, I was using this butter. Now, with that being said, in this saucepan here that you can see, my saucepan, I'll be making some steamed cabbage. Let me know in the comments how many of you enjoy cabbage. I love cabbage. It's part of my culture. It's a tradition. And a lot of us, we enjoy cabbage. Everybody cooks their cabbage a different way. And I have different ways sometimes that I make my cabbage. So this saucepan right now has been on the stove for a minute. I'm going to turn the stove down a little. We don't want it to be too high. So I have a choice of using the avocado oil, of course, which is good for you, or I can add the extra virgin oil. In this case today, I'm going to use the extra virgin oil. So I'll add some to the saucepan. All right, so not too much, just enough. And then let that get nice and warm or nice and hot. And then I'm going to add to my saucepan what I already have cut up. So here, as you can see, I have tomato. Excuse me for a minute while I get a fork. So what you can see here, I have tomato all cut up. The onion, of course. And I have the tomato all cut up as well. And I have some jalapeno pepper. Believe you me, these are not hot. I was told that they're very hot, but they're not. So, and I also have some fresh garlic. So fresh garlic is already sliced here as well. There you go. So fresh garlic. So I'm going to add this to the saucepan in just a minute. Once the oil get nice and hot, I'm going to add that. And that's going to saute. So stay tuned and watch the process. So again, we have our red rice and beans cooking on that side. Over here in our saucepan, we have extra virgin, again, olive oil. This is the brand that I'm using. And that's getting hot right now. And then I'm going to actually add again, what I just showed you, which is the onion, tomato, and all that good stuff to my saucepan. I also like to add assorted bell peppers, the red and the green, to give it a beautiful color. But right now I don't have any bell peppers. And I had planned to go to the junction after work and pick up some bell peppers, but I didn't feel like it. I said, you know what, I'll use what's in the house. You don't always have to have that. You know, it's good to have it, but you don't always have to have it, okay? You can cook it perfectly without it. Also, I don't know how many of you cook with this, but you can see it. It says what? Red wine vinegar, okay? We can add this also. I won't be adding none to the vegetable, but certainly I add this if I'm making beef stew, or, you know, I can add that to it as well. Give it a nice flavor. Now, the cabbage that I'm making is certainly for me. My spouse doesn't enjoy cabbage, but I love my cabbage. So I'll be having my cabbage. And, yeah, I actually have some center cut pork chops seasoned also. That's going to be going into the broiler. So I'll be showing you that as well. Like I mentioned to you before, using your broiler, it's a beautiful thing. You know, before I actually purchased this stove, I actually never really used the broiler. But this stove here is state of the art. This is the LG stove. Let me know if you have this stove. And again, it comes with everything. You got an air fry there. You have your self-clean. You have your conventional oven, conventional roast. It has so many different options on here. I love to use this. I actually had an air fryer and I gave it away because I really don't need it since I have this oven. So it's multi-purpose. All right, I think by now my oil should be nice and ready for me to add my vegetable. So here we go. You hear that? So once you hear the sizzle, then you know certainly that the oil is ready. So you can hear that sizzling sound. So we're going to go ahead and pour that in. Let me know if you can hear that. Do you hear that? Yes. So to go ahead and add it in. So we could just scoop it all in all at once. Smells good already. Smells so good. You know, I think everybody should learn how to cook. I think learning how to cook is a good thing. You know, you can't just rely outside on, you know, ordering food all the time. You should know how to cook, especially as a lady. Okay, so I got a piece of the pepper, so we'll just get that out. There you go. Just keep clean up. There you go. Everybody should know how to cook. So that's going there. Now you notice I'm not covering the pot, right? I'm not covering it because what happened is when I cover it, what's going to happen? Can you tell me? Yes, I'm going to develop steam. It's going to evaporate, right? I don't want that. Right now, I just want to saute this vegetable. I'm going to add some seasoning in a minute. And then you'll see what I do. I will then add the cabbage. And once I add the cabbage, then I'll cover it. And then I will actually need the actual steam to finish cook that cabbage. So I'll just kick it up a little bit more. And again, I didn't put too much of the olive oil in because I really don't want a lot of oil. Gotta watch. Even though it's olive oil, you still gotta watch that cholesterol, right? You still gotta watch that cholesterol. So you can't say, oh, it's olive oil, so I don't need to watch it. Yes, you still need. It's still called oil, right? It is still called oil, so you have to be cautious. You have to be careful. There you go. Now, while it's doing this thing, I'm going to add my seasoning. Let me know. I don't know how many of you add your seasoning to your, you know, to your vegetable, but I'm adding my seasoning. Add a little bit of what? My favorite brand, of course. Just a little like so. Okay, just a little bit of the black pepper. And we're going to add a little bit of, okay, no MSG, just a little bit. All right, that's it, okay? We already have our garlic. We already have everything. I don't need to put any cayenne pepper in there. Let's see what else I have in here to add. All right. Do I need the Cajun, Louisiana Cajun? Well, doesn't hurt to have a touch. I love to have a nice blend. Okay, that's enough. All right. Now, if you notice, the rice, the water is evaporating. So at this point, you want to make sure you turn your stove down. You want to turn it down and let the steam finish the cooking. Let the steam finish the cooking, right? You got to know how to cook rice. So now I will cover it like so. And that will finish up. Okay? There you go. So all covered nicely. Want to make sure you get a good seal. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay. All right. So now we add the seasoning to the pot here. Did I hear somebody say they can't see into my pot? Did I hear you say that? You cannot see into my pot? I wasn't trying to show you what's in my pot. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to show you what's in my pot in a minute. Just be patient. All right. That's good. And now I'm also going to add another seasoning to my pot. I don't know if you can guess it, but I cook with it all the time. All right. So I'm going to get it right now. Okay. And I know some of you are saying, I didn't know you could add that. Yes, you can. Like I said, to each his own. If you know how to cook, you know how to cook. You add your own spice and season to it. So now, here is my friend. You know what this is, right? What is it? Uh-huh. You said it. So we're going to add that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that's in there. And we're going to stir it up. I should probably get me my spatula instead of using the fork because I don't want to mess my beautiful pot up. Boy, look at this. Look at this baby. All right. Now, can you see inside my pot? Can you see it? Should I bring it closer? Somebody said I should bring it closer. All right. I got to listen to you. I'm doing this all for you. There it is. Can you see? Am I holding it straight? Because I have a tendency. There you go. So now I'm going to add. You can see it bubbling. Can you see that? There it is. There it is. There it is. See it bubbling? All right. I'm going to put it right back. Now, I'm going to add the cabbage that's already washed ahead of time and sitting in this strainer. So there goes the cabbage already washed, and I'm going to add this to the pot. Watch the process. So goes in like that. And just to let you know, I did not cook the cabbage. All I did was shred the cabbage. You don't need to cook it because this heat is going to what? It's going to cook it, right? It's going to cook it there. Don't mind what you heard just fell. Yep, my hand knocked over the fork. And put it like so. And listen, don't worry about it. I don't need a bigger pot. I do have bigger pots, but this is fine. Once the steam gets it, it's going to shrink, okay? It's going to shrink. And then this will not be a lot of cabbage. This will be just light. So there you go. Don't you worry about it. I come back in a minute, and it's going to actually steam. It's going to actually shrink. All right? So there it is. So the cabbage is in the pot. As you can see, it's in my sauce pot there. And the steam now is going to cook that. My rice is over there, as you can see. Everything is going just fine. All right? Now, I am going to stop my camera, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to show you the finishing product of the what? The steamed cabbage. And then I'm going to actually show you how I put my pork chops in the broiler. Stay tuned. Keep it locked. Keep it right here. Miss Positivity without the negativity. Your girl always got the gravitativity without the levitivity. I appreciate you. I thank you so very much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you again for turning on your post notification so you know each time I upload another video. Again, I appreciate you more than you know. I'll be right back. Miss Positivity without the negativity. Your girl always got the gravitativity without the levitivity. I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.